Forgive me, YouTube, for I have sinned. It has been a month since my last video. In all seriousness, it really has been a month since my last video. June was insane. July is gonna be also insane. We just swapped things. And as you can see, I am not in my house. I am sitting in the back of my car because we are at bike practice. That is one of the insane things happening in July, and I sincerely hope that you can hear me over the wind. I've got the microphone and you're sheltered as much as I can without shutting myself in the car and dying of heat stroke. So, here's where we left off in June. What was it? June 13th, I think, was the upload of my last video, episode 4. And since then, we have had craziness going on. In June, my son was doing driver's ed in the morning, and then some days I had to work, and then some days he also had to work because he has a summer job. So that was the insanity for June. Now, for July, we have swapped out driver's ed with bike practice because we are involved with NICA. I've mentioned this before, the National Interscholastic Cycling Association. The organization's whole goal is to get more kids on bikes. Since we live in Idaho, we are in the Idaho League, and our season starts July 1st. It's very windy. I am so sorry if you cannot hear me. I really hope you can. Our team has practiced 3 days a week. And here we are. We are at bike practice. And it's fantastic. I love it so much. So that's what's going on right now, and it's so fun. So let's talk about the yarn, okay? I think I have one thing with me because, again, I'm at bike practice. I'm sitting in the middle of a dirt parking lot, okay? I am surrounded by rocks and sagebrush. I'm not bringing any projects here. The first thing I finished since last episode was the Out of the House knitting socks. That was a basic ribbed sock from Kate Efferly. I did something different this time. I did, what did I do? I did something different with it. I didn't write it down and I don't remember. Oh, I think I just did the heel from Hello Fly, the basic vanilla socks from Crazy Sock Lady, and I did the toe also from the basic vanilla socks because I don't like the toe on the ribbed sock pattern. It feels weird. So that's what I did. I finished those. Is that the right sock? No, hold on. That was the wrong sock. I was looking at the wrong sock. I finished those on June 27th. Okay. I did the size extra, extra small because of my foot size. I wear US 7. I did a US 1 needle, whatever that millimeter is. I did a 2x2 ribbed cuff for 20 rounds because again, the basic ribbed pattern just has no cuff. It's just straight leg. I prefer to have a cuff, so that's what I did. And then I did 69 rounds on the foot, and they fit great. I think that's like the most rounds I have had on a sock for my foot, and I don't know why. It's just weird, but it fits. And I did the Crazy Sock Lady's basic vanilla sock pattern for her toe, for the toe on those socks. I used Expression Fiber Arts Sincere Sock in the color Release. I had previously started using this yarn for Hermione's Everyday Socks, and that pattern was not working with that yarn. So I frogged that and then did those. So that's the only thing that I have finished since last episode. And then I started a different pair of vanilla socks. These ones. Hold on, let me go to my thing. This is basic vanilla socks. Again, crazy sock lady. Love it. Started these June 24th. I am doing the size 1. I did a 2x2 rib for 20 rounds for the cuff and 60 rounds for the leg. I probably should have brought the first sock. I'm now working on second sock, but this, I'm doing the gusset now on the second sock. See that? It's such a pretty color. This is Linares Barefoot in the color California Dreaming. It's such a pretty golden yellow, and there's some variations in it. Let's see if you can get closer. You see that? I don't know if it's focusing. But anyway, it's gorgeous. The first sock I started this whole thing on June 24th, and it was a challenge to start it because I had to sit at Les Schwab as they were working on my car, because I went in for a reason being that my tire was not filling up with air. Why for? And I ended up having to get a whole new set of tires. Now, because of the car that I drive, after they did the alignment, they would also have to reconfigure all the safety systems. I did not have time to do it on the day that I got new tires, so I had to go back. And it was the day that I went back and had to wait that I started these socks. And I did the cut. I did not do any home starting, any home prep. There we go. I did not do any home prep for these socks. I did the cast on, the cuff, and I got halfway through the leg by the time that they were done resetting my safety systems. And that is a good reason to always have a vanilla sock or any kind of mindless knitting for when you are out and have to wait somewhere. Because I did not want to scroll Instagram for 2.5 hours. No. So I knit on my sock for 2.5 hours. And I am doing the gusset on sock number 2. This is, again, out of the house knitting for Mindless. After I finish this one, my next is going to be some self-striping Christmas socks. Because Christmas in July. It's going to be fun. I haven't picked. Actually, I have picked. It's going to be Knit Picks Felici in the color Buddy. I don't have it with me. I'm at bike practice. I have not used a self-striping sock yarn, so that is going to be a fun experience. I am going to do a contrasting color for heels and toes. Maybe for the cuff. No, not for the cuff, just for heels and toes. So that's going to be the next plain, basic vanilla sock. I have made progress on the midwinter blanket. I think I only have 3 or 4 squares left to make. That has been put on hold because I started new things. I'm hoping to finish it by my birthday. My birthday's in August. So let's work on that. We'll work on that. Yeah, 3 to 4 squares. I still need to block all the ones that I currently have. I could probably do that tomorrow. Honestly, just get those out because it's, mid-July and it's melt your face off hot. Except for right now, there's wind, and so it's not melt your face off hot. It's just hot. It's just hot. And as for my lingering whips, do you remember what those were? It was Entangle, which was the Feather and Fan pattern shawl. I'm I think I have like a third or a quarter left of it. Have not picked that up yet. Advertence, the mosaic knitting one that I haven't decided if I'm going to finish it or frog it. Haven't touched that either because I haven't decided. So that's just sitting in a corner. The one that I have made progress on is the Schlanket Tupathaka. Now, all of these are from Expression Fiber Arts. This last one is crochet, and is a bunch of hexagons. I had a couple. I think I lost a hexagon, so I had to make another one of that one, whatever color that was. And then I had to do several half hexies, and I did that. All those are done and finished. I blocked all of the hexagons, so they are all the same size, same dimensions, and it's beautiful and perfect. And I have ordered and received the border yarn for after I get it all seamed up. So that's the next thing. After I finish Christmas in July, we'll work on that. So that's exciting. Christmas in July. That is having its own video. Okay. I will just tell you what I am making. And I have started 2 of the things. So the first is Christmas Eve Skies. It's socks from Charlotte Stone from Stone Knits in her Charming Colorwork Socks book. I started on July 2nd because July 1st, I don't know what was going on. I think I was just busy and couldn't get to yarn that day. And I am using Knit Pick Stroll in the colors navy and white. I decided to go for size 1 because based on the sizes on that pattern, my foot is in between size 1 and 2. I decided to go for 1. I probably should have done 2, but next time, I guess. And I am doing one of the recommended needle sizes. I am doing a size US 1, again, whatever that millimeter is, for the cuff. Did that according to pattern. Now, pattern wants you to do a US 1.5 for the color work. I am not. I know how I knit, and my color work tends to be a little more tight. I do make a conscious effort to not have it be so tight, to not pull it so tight. The color I am not using. I am trying to loosen up and relax a little bit, which is why I decided to do a US 2 for the color work, and it worked out great. I have finished sock 1. I am now doing the foot for sock 2. It uses a slip stitch heel, and it's going great. And I am so excited to get those done. Next up is something that I said I wanted to make in 2024 that I wanted to have done by Thanksgiving. That did not happen whatsoever. I did buy the yarn last year, and it's just been sitting and waiting. And that is the porcelain sweater from Les Knit. I started that one yesterday, July 14th. I am doing the size medium, and I am using the recommended yarn, which is Sandnes Garn. So we've got the Tin Peer Gint in the colors Oatmeal and Jolly Blue. And then it's held together with the Tin Silk Mohair in the colors Almond and Jolly Blue. And it is done, there's no seaming involved unless you want shoulder seams. Like, that's the only place that there is any seaming. Optional shoulder seams, or you can do German short rows. Just so you know. And I am already in the middle of the first colorwork chart. There's a fly. Sorry if you jiggled. Jiggle. And it's going great. I have never used Sandnes Garn before, so this is exciting. And it's very soft, and I am very excited to have this sweater done. And I just want to work on it, but I didn't want to bring it to the middle of a dirt parking lot today because I'm most likely going to be sitting in the shade in my camp chair next to the car as I work on my sock. Because there's no way I'm bringing basically white yarn to dirt. Not happening. And that is it for the yarn. That is all that I have that I am actively working on or thinking of working on, should be working on. You know how that goes. You do. You know how that goes. As for Knit Night with Friends, we have had 2 since last episode. One was at someone else's house, and that was so fun. I got to play with a knitting machine for a little bit, and that thing scares me. It scares me, and my friend who uses it is amazing. And she's fantastic. And then the last one was this past Saturday at a local restaurant downtown. And I had a burger, and it was messy, and it was glorious. And we brought our knitting to the restaurant, and we were knitting and eating. It was so fun. And we have another one this weekend. Again, at someone's house. And I love it. I love it so much. If you don't already have a group of friends that you can get together and craft with, doesn't matter what craft it is, find one. Find your people and go have fun. It's great. Reading. I have finished Throne of Glass, and I have finished Crown of Midnight. I need to pick up book 3. Yes, I have all of the ACOTAR series on Audible, but I am wanting to physically read them this time. Just because, why not? Yeah, physically read it. So I need to go buy book 3. And I have also finished the second book of the, what's it called? Like Vacation Mysteries or whatever it's called, the series. The first book was Every Time I Go on Vacation, Someone Dies. That first book was so fun. The second book is No One Was Supposed to Die at This Wedding. It's so good. It takes place 3 months after the first one, and she is on an island off the coast of California. I don't remember what, Catalina? I think it's on Catalina Island, and her best friend from childhood is getting married, and it opens with her opening a door to what she thought was the bathroom. It's not. It's a broom closet, and somebody's dead. And then it takes you back 72 hours to how she got to that point and continues on. Oh, it's so fun. You need to do that one. Again, the audiobook is so fun too, because I guess the book has footnotes and she reads the footnotes. I would gladly read this series again. So good. And I am currently listening to, this is like my only active read, is Spark of the Everflame. Now, my Bookstagram friend, like real life friend, I know her, I have her phone number friend, asked me to read this book forever ago, and my Libby hold finally came in. I am over halfway through of this first book, and it has me hooked. It's fun. It's a fantasy. There is magic, and there are godlike beings whose skin is impervious to the blades of mere mortals. And this girl, there were secrets that her mom kept, and her mom is gone, and she is discovering these secrets, and she's wondering, what the heck? It's so good. I am loving it. And then I need to read, before it has to go back to the library, Emma M. Lyon, Volume 1. I don't know if this has made it across your radar from the internet. but it's like that thick. It's not that thick at all, and it's probably going to take me like an afternoon to read it, or an evening, and I just need to read it so I can turn it back to the library and get volume 2, because we know that's going to happen. And that's all I've got for today. Again, I hope you heard me because of the wind, and it's so good. I am going to show you where we are at for bike practice after I get my foot to wake up, because I am sitting weird. And then I am going to knit on my sock and listen to my book. So I will leave you with footage of the area where my son is currently biking. So until next time, my friends. Go away. Thanks for watching. I tried to hop down from the car and I cannot feel my foot. Like there's nothing. My foot is so asleep right now.